the dying man. So they would have a strategy. They would stand outside his door and they would say, I'm going to tell him funny jokes, show him pictures, upbeat, upbeat, upbeat. Then the door would open, they'd go inside, the door would close, and they'd come out an hour later in tears. But they'd be crying about their job, their divorce, their life, their problems. And they said, I don't know, I went in, I tried to cheer him up a little bit, but next thing I know, he started asking me questions, and I started talking, and then he asked me more, and I really started talking. Next thing I know, I was crying. I went in to try to cheer him up, but he ended up cheering me up. And finally, I saw this happen so many times, I walked in the morning, I said, I don't get it. If ever anyone had finally earned the right to say, let's not talk about your problems, let's talk about my problems, it would be you. You've hit the mother lode of sympathy here. You're dying. Why don't you take advantage of it? And he looked at me as if I just stepped off a spaceship, and he said, Mitch, why would I ever take from people like that? Taking just makes me feel more like I'm dying. Giving makes me feel like I'm living. Giving makes me feel like I'm living. It is a profound little sentence. It also rhymes, so it's easy to remember. Giving makes me feel like I'm living. And you know it's true because you'll find out taking will never make you feel alive. Oh, it's the basis of capitalism and Madison Avenue. We have commercials. You take this, you'll feel better. Put this deodorant soap under your arm, you'll feel alive. Get this car, you'll feel alive. But it's not true. We're all kids on Christmas morning. You ever see a 10-year-old on Christmas morning? Put a box in front of them. This is great. What else you got? We're always, how many of you have seen the movies? Anytime you ever see in a movie, when a guy is dying, and everybody gathers around to hear his final thoughts, has he ever, in any film you've ever seen, with his dying breath, ever uttered a sentence like, bring me the big screen television set. I just want to touch it one more time. No, you laugh because it's preposterous. But now think, in that final moment, that final drop of sand through the hourglass, if all you own is of no comfort to you, all you've acquired gives you no peace, it's not even in the room with you. It's in the country house, it's in the garage, it's in the bank. If in that final moment all that matters is that the people you love, the people you've touched, are with you, and you can hold their hand and tell them what they meant to you, then what makes you think in all the other drops of sand through the hourglass, that isn't what's important to you? It is. Keep that in mind as you decide how much you need in life to be happy. Finally,